Hi everyone, it's Phil Jones from projectorreviews.com, and today in this video sponsored by Optoma, we're going to be taking a look at one of the coolest portable projectors we've tested in years. While portable projectors continue to get smaller, most still need to be placed several feet out in a room to project an image that is large and immersive. But what if your room is too small or there's furniture in the way? Until recently, the honest answer was you were basically out of luck. But now you can project a 100-inch image from less than a foot away from your wall. So today we're going to be talking about the Optoma Photon Go, which has the model number ML1080UST. This is a portable battery-powered ultra short throw projector. Those four things in one product at this price point really makes the Photon Go stand out in the projector market. The unit has an ultra short throw ratio of 0.18 to 1, which means the Photon Go can project a 100-inch image from just 10 inches away, or a 60-inch image from under 4 inches. UST projectors aren't new, but they're usually large, expensive, fixed installation products. Traditional laser TVs, which are basically ultra short throw projectors with smart features and sound, tend to weigh over 20 pounds and are designed for permanent setup. The Photon Go, on the other hand, weighs 3.8 pounds and has a built-in battery, so you can easily carry it in a backpack from location to location. While the unit is compact, it includes an RGB laser light source, which can display 110% of the BT 2020 color space. That's wider than most home theater projectors or flat panels can reproduce at any price. The unit's also smart. It runs on the Google TV operating system, and it has certified apps for Netflix, Disney+, which means you don't have to worry about carrying around a streaming stick in order to display content. When it comes to picture quality, the Photon Go is similar to the award-winning Optoma ML1080, which we reviewed a couple of years ago. So let's take a quick look at the unit and see what's in the box. So in the box comes the unit, as I say, which is awfully compact. There's also a USB cable for charging, as well as a outboard power supply. This power supply is actually pretty small, but if you look at the unit, it's not very big, so it shouldn't require a massive amount of juice to actually run. As well as a remote control. The included remote is a full Google TV remote that can control the projector utilizing IR or Bluetooth or both. It's got a Google TV Assistant microphone. There's also buttons that allow you to immediately focus or keystone the unit and check the battery status, as well as a couple of buttons to directly access popular streaming services such as YouTube, Netflix, and Amazon Prime Video. The unit's chassis is about 10 inches wide, 6 inches deep, and about 2.5 inches tall. I would have loved to have had this unit, by the way, when I was in the military, so I could have just tossed it on a dresser and projected a large image in the barracks. That would have been awesome. So this is a great option for someone who lives in a military barracks, a college dorm, or someone who just wants to move their projector from room to room and be able to project a large image without the projector sitting halfway into your space. On the front of the unit, the top of the unit, you have the lens, and right next to it is a small window that has the time of flight sensor. This is what drives the automatic focus, the automatic keystone correction, and things like that. The projector uses this sensor to measure the distance and the relative position of the projector in relationship to your screen, and it will automatically correct the image geometry. Around the back of the unit is all of your connections, which this side would be actually facing your screen. On the back of the unit, you'll see that there is an Ethernet port, so you can connect it to a network via a Cat5 cable. There's an optical output, so you can connect it to an external sound system. In addition, there is an HDMI 2.0, which accepts 4K HDR, but of course the projector is going to output 1080p. In addition, there is a USB-A connection, which can be used to power a dongle or maybe a smartphone or some external device. Moving on, there is a USB-C. This USB-C is designed as a power input only, so you can't utilize it to feed video to the projector. Also, while the projector has a built-in battery, you may need to power it longer than the battery will last. And you can use the USB-C with a compatible USB-C power bank to extend the amount of viewing time you have. And last but not least, you'll see a power button and the IR sensor. The unit's built-in battery is a 15,000 milliamp power pack. And the battery is TSA compliant, so you can take this unit on a plane. You charge the unit's battery or power the unit via the USB-C port on the rear. You can utilize the included power supply or any other USB-C charger that can deliver over 100 watts. How long you can power the unit utilizing the built-in battery depends on the mode that you're using. In the bright mode, which can deliver around 600 lumens, you'll get a little bit more than an hour. In standard mode, you're looking at about an hour and 10 or 15 minutes. In eco mode, which can deliver about 400 lumens of brightness, you're looking at about 1.5 hours. The fact that this unit has a built-in battery makes it incredibly portable. For viewing shorter content like 45-minute TV episodes and YouTube sessions, and maybe even gaming on a little portable handheld, the battery really makes this unit convenient because you can watch movies without plugging it in. However, some movies can last over 2 hours. If you're watching a 90-minute film in eco mode, you're right on the edge of this unit's battery life. If you want to extend that time, as I mentioned, you could utilize an external USB-C power bank as long as it can deliver over 100 watts of output. The unit also has a Bluetooth speaker mode, which disables the image entirely and just runs the internal sound system. When you do this, the battery can last up to 4 hours of playing music. Setup is really fast. You just basically put it down, align it to the wall, and press power. The time of flight sensor will read the surface and automatically focus the image and keystone it to correct the geometry. So you can easily be watching content in under a minute. The unit utilizes the full Google TV operating system, so you don't have to worry about bringing an external source to watch content. The Photon Go also supports Google Cast and Apple AirPlay, which lets you mirror content from your phone, tablet, or laptop. The unit includes a 2x10 watt audio system, which sounds really good for the unit's size. While the built-in sound system is not a substitute for a dedicated soundbar or a large surround sound system, it is a good audio solution for an apartment or dorm room where those bigger sound systems just aren't an option. Let's talk a little bit now about image quality, starting with brightness. Optoma says that the Photon Go can deliver up to 650 lumens, so it's bright enough to produce a good image in a dark or moderately dim room on a screen between 80 to 100 inches. I found that images look best at about 75 to 85 inches because brighter colors appear to be more saturated, so the image looked a little richer on a smaller screen. One of the things that stands out about the Photon Go, by the way, is its color reproduction. The RGB laser light source produces colors that many LED-based portables at this price point simply cannot match. I found the most accurate picture modes were either the natural or the movie mode. When projecting a 100-inch screen, if you sit closer to 6 feet, you'll start to see the limits of 1080p resolution. But at a normal viewing distance, I thought the image looked great. While this is a 1080p projector, it supports high dynamic range content mastered in HDR10 and HLG. And due to its light source, it can display 110% of the BT 2020 color gamut, which exceeds the color that is normally found in HDR content. Some RGB laser projectors can exhibit laser speckle, which is a subtle graininess when displaying bright colors, especially red. When utilizing a high gain or ambient light rejecting screen, this effect can often be amplified. However, when viewing content on the Optoma Photon Go at a normal viewing distance on my matte white screen, this was not an issue. The contrast is very good for a compact portable projector in a dark room. And the laser light source can modulate its brightness between scenes to preserve perceived contrast. The unit has a dynamic contrast ratio of 2.5 million to 1, but in the real world, the contrast is considerably lower. And that's true with pretty much every other projector on the market. For most people looking for a portable projector, they would be more than happy with this unit's black level. When the projector is switched into its game mode, the input lag can be as low as 27 milliseconds. For casual gaming, 27 milliseconds is more than responsive enough to deliver an enjoyable gaming experience. The Optoma Photon Go is a premium portable projector. However, it sits in a very small category of portable RGB laser-equipped battery-powered ultra-short throw projectors. However, there are two other portable ultra-short throw projectors that we have reviewed. The first one is the award-winning LG Cinebeam S. This is another $1,299 ultra-short throw projector that has a RGB laser light source. The key difference between the two models is the LG offers 4K on-screen resolution via pixel shifting, while this is a 1080p DLP projector. The LG also runs their excellent WebOS smart platform instead of the Google TV platform that's utilized in the Photon Go. However, to display a 100-inch image on the LG, the unit needs to be placed about 15 inches away from the screen, while the Photon Go only has to be about 10 inches away. The LG also does not have a battery, so you have to use it near a wall outlet. But if you want 4K, it's the same price. The Cinebeam S is a great option, but it just isn't as portable as the Photon Go. Another option would be the AXA M8UST, and this is also a portable ultra short throw projector with an RGB laser light source that offers 1080p resolution. This unit retails for just $529, so it's significantly less than the Photon Go. So what do you get in the Photon Go for that extra $700? Well, you get a lot actually. First, you get the built-in battery, utilizes the full Google TV platform with certified streaming apps, and offers a better audio system. And its color reproduction is noticeably better. So if you want a complete portable ultra short throw entertainment package with minimal compromises, the Photon Go really does justify its price. The Optoma Photon Go is one of the coolest and most unique portable projectors on the market today. You can just push it against the wall, press the power button, and in under a minute, you have a 100-inch smart TV experience. It includes autofocus and auto keystone correction. It includes certified streaming apps, so you're ready to watch content immediately. The color quality of the triple RGB laser is better than most portable projectors that I have reviewed. And it has a very good 20-watt sound system that does a good job filling a small to medium-sized room. No streaming sticks are required, no external speakers are necessary. And as I mentioned, the battery will power the unit for up to 90 minutes when it's in its eco mode. And of course, if you need longer runtime, you can power the unit via an external USB-C power bank, as long as that USB power bank supports USB-C power delivery at 100 watts. The Photon Go is designed for someone in an apartment, dorm room, or small space, where a conventional projector, even if it is compact, due to its throw distance, simply will not work. The unit's placement flexibility, combined with its self-contained smart platform and the color reproduction offered by its RGB laser light source, make it one of the most capable portable projectors on the market at this price. A full review of the Photon Go with measured brightness numbers for every picture mode, real-world battery time results, and an overview of all of its specifications and features will be available on projectorreviews.com. If this video, by the way, is useful, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because this helps us produce more videos like this in the future. So take care, everyone, and we will talk to you soon.